You know for sure where you're coming from in West Africa. They just know people who come to the United Arab Emirates are no do-wells. Maybe you're dropped out from school and you're looking for a redeemer. Yeah. So they look at United Arab Emirates like a savior for dropouts, exactly. A savior for no do-well. So I understand the place he's coming from, because some people are here and they don't even want people to know that they are here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You. So how many beds were in that room, if you can remember?
When I got there, there were 2 beds.
Okay.
But seemingly, I wasn't the only one coming in that day.
Okay.
Yeah. When I got in, when you come, the first thing is you're welcomed, and they ask you to sit. At least you sit. You're still trying to
imagine yourself,
to see where you are, and you're still being observant of the environment. Then you're wondering if they're going to take you now to a different room. That's when they tell you, okay, how much money did you come with? Give them to us. So when you give...
Your brother's friend asked you, how much did you come with? Can you remember how much you came with? Because I've had people who have sat here and said they came with just $10 and he was not able to take them from the airport. So how much did you come with that he was asking you to give?
I came here with like 200K.
Okay.
It was about $400.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You are rich now.
Because when they took the money from me, automatically you will not see it again. So
yes. We
had to get a bed. Given with the living standard in Ajman is different, so they got me a bed that morning. I had to get some few stuff for myself, the bed sheets, the mattress, and the first night was difficult because we were a lot in the room.
Okay.
Yeah, and there were a lot of strange faces. I could barely sleep.
Of course.
My phone had gotten bad. So it was another challenge for me again. So I could barely communicate. Then when we got to the part where I had to say, okay, how much did you spend?
Okay.
They told me the money was finished. So I was
my God. But did you even try to make your own calculations and think? I
did not know the currency, the exchange. Okay. So the rates, you're new. It's your first day.
Yeah, you're right.
So now automatically you become dependent of the person you're living with.
Yeah, and be begging.
Yeah.
That's right.
Automatically became dependent. So luckily enough, there was this person that contacted me from way back home. He gave me a document to hand to his sister here. So when I came in that same day, and I had to reach out to the sister, and I told the sister where I was. So when the sister came, come on, I was from Cameroon, I was looking much better. So so when she told me she didn't know, because when I had to actually do the document for her and bring here, so she pays. Back then when they were asking for non-convictions and all whatnot,
attestations and everything.
So I had to attest some of her documents, and with hopes that I will come here and she gives me now the money for the currency here.
Only the way she was looking, you just
she
said, I better.
So I just thought, okay, this is why I live. Then she finally told me she does not have a job. That's why she's actually asking for these documents. So I thought, okay, being a good Samaritan, I said, okay, when you finally have, please, I'm broke. You come and give me. She said, no, it's fine. In 2 or 3 days, she'll have something. She'll come and give me. I said, okay. That's how it ended. But I did not ask because obviously I could not. I was still trying to find my way around. So there were days where I just get up and I sit, I think. I was living with 4 people, but they hardly had time. Yes, I did not even know how to go about even job searching.
Okay.
I did not know. So luckily enough, a friend from the person I was living with visited one evening, and she asked, but who is this guy? And the person I was living with said, this is my junior brother. She was like, oh, I like how he looks. He could do good in sales. Have you tried sales? I said, no, I don't even know what that is. I'm still hearing such from you.
Where?
She said, okay, have you gotten a CV? I said, no, I don't even have a CV. And truth be told, I had not gotten a CV yet.
Wow. So, like, at what point was this? Because, okay, it was like, was the first day, the first week?
The first week.
Okay.
This was the first week. So, because truth be told, my story is actually a notion of your story is different.
Yes.
Yeah. the beginnings are not, they are not always easy, but I had to go through that.
Okay.
So there was this day, we're not living far from the beach in Achman there.
Okay.
When that girl said what she said,
Yes.
I had to, he gave me a rethink, and I went to the guy and I said, I've been here for a couple of days and you told me nothing about CVs. He said, no, he's still looking for time, his off days, before he could get to tell me how to go about things. And you will not believe I had not even gotten a SIM card here.
Wow.
Yes. So that evening, when I spoke to him, that is when he went, finally got a Dubai number from him that day. Coming back, it was another story because he was literally not being truthful about anything.
Yeah.
Given that the money I had given him was done, so he was just looking for a way to package me till I get probably something from an accommodation and I leave.
Okay.
But unfortunately for him, things were not coming his way, because then when I got him, so he told me the only job I could do was either being a steward, that's washing plates from the kitchen and kitchen staffs, or I should ask for more money from back home.
Okay.
And I go in for Sira.
Okay.
And become a security guard.
Okay.
Because I'm that kind of person who is always, when you fail me once, I become too cautious.
Yes.
I might not tell you, and even my ways will not even make you know.
Yeah, definitely.
I will just be...
I'm like that too as well.
Yes, I just become cautious.
Yeah.
So luckily, there was these ladies we're living with. They knew him from way back. So out of nowhere, they just came and they started telling me, see, we do not know you, but you have to be careful. You have to make your own story here. If you want to change your life here, do not listen a lot from this person, what he's telling you. So they asked me, okay, so far what has he said? I told them, and I told them about the Sira. So one of these ladies, I always saw her as an elder sister because she was way older, and she was actually leaving. Her husband was coming to take her back home. So she was always home. She was the one literally cooking for me as well.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So she told me, okay, about the Sira, I don't trust what he's telling you. So I would prefer to show you someone that will actually do the Sira for you.
Yeah.
So I asked for money from my other sister's husband back in the US. He was happy to help.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so he sent me some money, and I collected the money. And the same day I was going to pay for that Sira, this lady told me, no, I should wait. The friend she wanted to link me with is quite busy now, so I should be patient.
Yeah.
But with Dubai, you're on tourist visa.
The days are going.
And I was very observant as well, because when you're around, you get people, the older people that have been here, what they discuss.
Yeah.
So you start, that's where reality starts kicking in.
Yeah.
Where you're told you have just barely days to exit the country because of your visa status. So when the money came in, exact where I had to pay for the Sira. And I finally told this lady, okay, see, I'll be patient, but I don't know how long. So this day, she introduced me to Indeed. So I went to Indeed. I started just
applying
anything.
The normal new people style.
Yes, anything. So I had the helper job.
Okay.
Helper job in a construction site.
Okay.
So I applied for helper jobs till that day. The next day, I'd been here like for a week now. The next day, I got this call, strangely, from this lady. She was proposing me I think it was 700 dirham.
Okay.
For a helper job.
Was it in Ashman or somewhere else?
It was far off, in an industrial area in Ashman.
Okay.
But very far off. So I told her, I was afraid because I had not communicated it to any person. So when I went back, and out of the excitement, and I told that lady, and she said, no, what's that? What's 700 dirham? What are you doing? I said, but 700 dirham is something good.
You were so desperate.
I was so desperate. I wanted to do something. I just wanted to
start up
something, because everybody leaves home and you're just there.
But sometimes desperation can lead you to the wrong path.
Thank you.
Because trust me, if you, I don't know, continue your story, because that's every 100 dirham.
Funny enough, that lady discouraged me.
Thank you.
She said, I've asked you to be patient. Why are you in a rush? I became calm a bit. But the stress started kicking in. Anyways, I realized that from my pictures, I was gradually losing weight.
You have to, yeah.
The stress
was too much.
Way too much.
But you were blessed because at least you had a roof over your head. Eh? Some people don't even have.
I had a roof.
Yes.
I had a roof. But this roof became more and more stressful.
Torments.
Yes. Because the guy who brought me had an authority of bringing people here.
Yes.
I mean, the guy who accommodated me.
Yes.
He had an authority of bringing people here. And always sending them to accommodation jobs and whatnot. So that's why this lady was just telling me, be careful, be careful. So funny enough is I got up one day and went to the beach, and I sat there, and out of the thoughts, I got up and left my phone there.
Really?
Yes, I got up and left my phone there. Came back home, and I sat home for a while.
And you're looking for your phone?
I did not even realize my phone was not with me. And I realized my phone was not with me. That is when I asked Beth, where is my phone? Has anyone seen my phone? And everyone was like, no, we've not seen your phone. Where did you keep your phone? Where have you been to today? I said, I was at the beach all alone and I forgot my phone. And they said, you should go back there. I said, go back there, will I see the phone? I left that phone since morning at the beach. They said, no, go back there. I went and the phone was still lying there.
Yeah.
And I was quite relieved because the phone had gone off already. So I took the phone, came back home. When I got back home, I saw two people again in that room. Two new faces.
What? All right, so you left the phone there since morning. You said since morning. So when did you go to the beach?
I went there about 9 a.m. because everyone in the room had gone for their various jobs.
Okay, so when did
not
you...
everyone.
Yeah.
Those, because I came and I was lucky to meet people that were working then.
Okay.
So the people that left and everyone was just boring, so I had to at least take a walk.
All right, so when did you realize that you could not find your phone?
So I came back home by 2.
Okay.
Because I'd spent almost all my time there. And
okay.
By 2, and I realized by maybe 7
p.m.
Yeah. Because I came and out of the tiredness, because my phone was disturbing. Since my phone was disturbing and I could barely have connection.
Okay.
And the room I was living in, we did not have Wi-Fi.
So how did you...
That's another thing.
Like, how did you cope to job search and everything?
I always had to wait for that for the person accommodating me to come back so that he connects me to his phone.
What slavery is that?
So...
Wait, make me to understand. Wait.
Yeah, because...
so he was the one with the connection?
Yes.
He goes to work.
Yes,
and I know for sometimes he was a chef.
Yeah.
So sometimes chefs will do 12 hours.
Yeah.
So when he goes, no connection. He carries it
Anyways,
and
when the story I got later was that the apartment, that room was a new place.
Okay.
That he just got, so he still needed to work out the connections, the connection with the Wi-Fi suppliers and all. I said, okay. So... quick start to where I forgot my phone. I came back and I met a couple of new faces again in the room. I was like, who are these new people? They were like, we just came in today. There is this guy who came in and he was coming in for a direct employment.
Okay.
So when he came in, he went for this, like a couple of days later, he went for
his
the
job.
accommodation.
Yeah.
I became worried, but I have not gotten anything. When he left, 24 hours later, the lady had helped from back when I came, and the lady I said I met, she had gone for a job interview. Okay. And the job interview had failed. Okay. They did not take her because of what French or whatsoever. Okay. So she stayed, and the same day she went for that interview, I got a call from one of my helpers' job, and this lady told me to come, that they were going to pick me up. We had agreed for 800 dirham salary. So when I got to the park, I just had this feeling of, let me stay back. Okay. Then I'd already packed my bags without telling anybody because I already fed up in the room. Yeah. I told no one I was going. I packed my bags. So when I got to the park where they had to send the company bus to pick me, I got a different call from where I was living. This lady called and said, someone is looking for you here, come. I stayed. I said, no, let me go and check first. When I went home, this lady told me, there's someone waiting for you. I went, behold, it was this lady I had helped from start. The lady I brought the documents. Okay. And this lady told me, she's just from an interview. It did not work for her. Oh, she's kind. But she will give me the contact of the person who interviewed her. Okay. I should go. Okay. For the job interview. Okay. I should make a sales CV. Okay. And go there. That is when I went downstairs, made a sales CV with her. Did you pay? I paid 20 dirhams
to make the CV.
The CV. Okay. And I had to pay again for multiple photocopies. Okay. Actually a bunch. Okay. Yeah.
They won't give you the funds for that because...
the Sierra money I had not paid.
Okay, all right.
Remember, I was still being patient with the lady. Okay. So I paid. And then I'd been using the money because when I came, I learned that in Dubai, you don't drink from the tap directly. Yeah. So you have to buy water, you have to buy certain stuff for yourself. And that's how the money kept reducing. So even the Sierra money I had already started involving myself with. Yeah. So I went, when the guy who I was living with came, I told him, see, there's this person I helped and she gave me this connection and I think I should go for this interview because I had called this person, and this person said I should come.
Okay.
And the person gave me directives. The person said Dera, but where is Dera? He said he knows Dera. Dera is in Dubai, but it's very far from here. It's very, very far from here. Why should I trust someone that is just telling me to come for a job interview like that? I said, I will go. I've been here too long without a job. I will go. So the next morning, he was off, luckily.
Okay.
And I told him, I have to go for that job interview.
All right.
He said, no, you can't go. I said, see, I'm taking my bath now and I'm leaving. If you cannot go if you cannot follow me there, no trouble. But I'll go. It was about 9 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
I took my bath and that guy was waiting for me by 11.
Okay.
I called. I told the guy I was coming. So when he heard me making that call in the bath, he just came and said, okay, let's go.
All
Since
right.
you guys like to watch and see, let's go.
At least he was there to help.
Yes. So he took me to Banyas. I went to Dubai. I arrived at Banyas Square, the famous Banyas Square.
Okay.
I called this guy. He directed me, sent someone to come pick me up. So I went there. I saw this guy. He said, okay, this company was, they do into automobile spare parts.
Okay, all right.
I had no knowledge in that.
Okay.
He said, okay, now we are looking for a salesperson, but you can't be a salesperson because you have no knowledge.
No knowledge, yeah.
So we can take you as a helper here.
Okay.
But we'll train you. We'll provide you a visa, but your salary will be this.
Okay.
And the salary was 1,000.
At least it's better from the 700 and 800
Yes.
Proposed earlier in Ajman.
Then he stayed again and said, see, I will talk to my boss and I'll ask him to give you 1 2.
Okay, that's great.
Funny enough, as we're still talking, the boss came in. And the boss was like, what are you talking to? He turned and told the boss, okay, this is the salesperson we've been looking for. He speaks French, so we can actually employ him. So his boss was like, okay, we'll test him right away.
Okay.
There was an open desk with a system. So he said, okay, go there and I'll give you a document. If you can retype that document exactly, and the job is yours.
Hope you knew how to type.
Yeah, I was lucky because I'd done computer sciences back in the university. So
Okay.
I went there, did whatever I did, and I had a little guidance because this is what he tells most of his employees with. I had a little guidance from one Ghanaian guy from there, one employee as well. So he, when he came, he noticed that I had done everything right. He said, okay, go back home and come tomorrow.
All right.
That's how I got my first job.
Okay. So your visa was 3 months, right?
Yes.
So
I'd just been here for 2 weeks.
only 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You were very pushful. Chop knuckle. Yeah, you were very pushful. Yeah.
I've been here for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so 2 weeks, the Monday came. That is when now I had to know the realities of transportation from Ajman to Dubai.
To Dubai.
Yeah, I had to spend 24 dirhams daily.
Daily.
Yeah.
For 10 days, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. A lot of money. Money I could not afford. So I had to, every morning when I get up, so when I get up, I have to at least ask for money from this guy who took my money. But you took this money and you did not give me back. So you need to fill my bus card. So sometimes she would take me from one distance to another just to fill my card. Sometimes he would take me to a friend to beg the friend's card to give me.
Now, wow.
Yeah. So that's how I struggled.
And then you relocated.
It was quite difficult because there was a day I got stuck in Dubai. I did not have transport fare.
Oh my God.
I slept in Union.
You slept in Union. So tell me about that day that you had to sleep.
I slept in Union for like 3 days.
You slept in Union for 3 days?
I would leave work, go to Union, spend time there and just struggle, sleep, and I go to any public washroom and just
shower.
Yeah, that's what I used to do for 3 days. And it only made me stronger though, because I did not want to give up.
Okay.
I'd gotten somewhere, at least a desk job. So, and they were training me good, and the guys were good.
What nationality was your
the guy, the person I met that day was a Cameroonian.
Okay.
Who is today one of my best friends.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
The owner of the company
was a Chinese.
Oh, okay.
He has a manufacturing company in China.
Okay.
So the branch in Dubai was just the sales point in Dubai.
All right.
So and they were manufacturers.
Yeah.
So it gave me an open hand to actually excel. So I saw somewhere I could grow with.
Okay.
So they trained me, and I was lucky that during the probation, dealing with Indians and some people, it's not quite easy.
Yeah.
For every job you take, there is always this one person who wants you sacked.
Definitely.
Yeah. So when I got that job, the guy who employed me, that's the Mr. William, who was a Cameroonian. He finally he posted one of our pictures one day, and the junior sister was my classmate.
Okay.
So that is how I got that benefit of doubt and got trusted.
Okay.
So from there, I started working with them.
Let me know when you stayed in that. You said you stayed 3 days.
Yes.
In Union Metro without. But did you talk to anyone that was the situation you were going through, or you just? That's
I just gotten a job where I was still I was still on a twine where it could just be cut at any time.
Okay, so you just had to keep your mouth shut.
My mouth shut.
Okay.
And at a point, the people from Archman
okay
could not get to me. They could not send me money.
Okay.
I had no identification.
Okay.
So I had to reach out to my other brother back home.
Okay.
Who sent me 50,000.
Okay.
So with 50,000, I had to kickstart that journey
of
a new job and a new journey.
And a new house. So you got a...
No, I still used, because I was just a few days to my first salary.
Okay.
Because what they did is, when you join, they don't extend your salary till... I came few days before the salary date. So they had to pay me for the number of days
that's international standard.
Yes. Yeah. So they had to pay me for the number of days I'd been with them while they were paying others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the 3 days, you were still traveling from Ajman to Dubai every day. Okay.
Yes, I was still traveling.
All right.
Because I'd gotten at least 300 dirhams.
Okay.
300 and something dirhams, 50K.
Yeah.
Went back to Ajman after those days. Then when I came, when I started working, I'd gained confidence. At least I'd known a couple of people in the company.
Yeah.
So I took now the courage to ask my boss, my manager then, that I was in need of money.
Okay.
For transportation, and I needed to get an accommodation as well.
Okay.
So he said, okay,
all right,
they could give me an advance salary to get a place.
Okay, perfect.
That's how I finally came to Dubai.
Okay.
And I had one of my colleagues to that joined immediately.
Okay.
And we got a partition.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. That's great. All right. So from you being a front desk personnel, okay, you were a helper.
I was still helping because I was training.
Okay.
To become a sales assistant.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many years did you work in that company?
I literally worked with them for 4 years.
Oh, that's great. So did you have like salary increase every other year? Were you changed from being a helper to an actual salesperson?
Yes. When I got through my training, given that I was actually proactive and everything, and I started gaining some kind of attention as well.
Okay.
So they started training me as an accountant.
Okay, perfect.
When I worked as a cashier for a couple, like 2-3 months, then one fateful day, so they had to send me to Kenya.
Okay.
Kenya to Cameroon. So when I went there, I had been seeing how my colleagues were doing marketing and how they were doing their sales. So I had to start doing marketing.
Okay.
Sales for my company.
Okay.
So when I got back, I went straight into sales.
Okay.
They sent me straight into sales.
All right.
I now became officially a sales personnel.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you worked in the company for 4 years. After the company, which other company did you join?
I've worked just for 2 companies in the UAE.
Okay, for 6 years.
Yes.
That's excellent. Really, that's really excellent. So tell us why you left the spare part manufacturing company and what prompted you to get into where you are now.
Okay. So I'd met people who live differently from the narrative about Dubai.
Yeah.
I'd met people who have good jobs.
Yeah.
Who talk differently. I'd met people who were here with their families.
Yeah.
Their wives. So my mindset became different.
Yeah.
So I wanted more.
Okay.